What's up, everybody? Brian Mann here, Hands-On Hour Training. This is the end of day, February 10th, 2022. Guys, time is flying. This year's going by fast. I have a little bit of a hiccup today. Things didn't go as planned. I had a bunch of things that kind of fell apart on me. So this is more or less going to be a recap video just to give you a heads up of a few things going on. Catch up with a couple cars. I want to go over some of the YouTube comments. A lot of people are leaving some great comments. If you don't watch the comments, it's a good thing to check out. So just so you guys know, we have our U-Scope drawing tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have a U-Scope drawing for anybody entered in to, or should I say, signed up for the core or premium memberships. So we have two more scopes to give away. Chase M, I still have a scope for you. You got to get a hold of me and give me your address so I can catch up with you and get your scope to you. Guys, let's see here. Guys, I got a Ford VCM3 I just picked up. I actually ordered this thing back in early December because I was trying to spend some money, if you will, for my tax purposes on tools that I might need to be buying anyways this year. But unfortunately, I didn't get charged for it till just now, and they sent it. So I do have a Ford VCM3. From what I understand, some of the newer protocols, especially on a medium-duty trucks, I think, this may be a necessary tool to have. So I'll let you guys know how that goes if I get it set up and going. Yesterday, I stopped back at that 2014 Chevy Cruze. This is the Chevy Cruze that was set in a park range switch code. I'll put the link to that video in the description if you want to check it out. But the vehicle would not go into reverse intermittently. I guess sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. The shop ended up putting a new TECM or transmission control module assembly in there, and I had to go out there and program it, and it worked just fine. No problems there. Everything was good. We got that handled. Guys, one of the things I want to tell you about when I'm doing repairs, like I think was yesterday was the Dakota video or Durango video I put up there where I diagnosed the open circuit in the ASD sense circuit going to the PCM. One thing I gotta tell you, I did not personally fix that, okay? I did not locate the actual fault. When we're dealing with situations like this, you may find, if you actually hunt down to find out where that wire is, you might actually find other wires that if they're not causing a problem right now, they're going to start causing a problem the next day or a week or, you know, another snowy winter or salt on the road getting splashed up there. It'll be a problem soon. So I always recommend try and pinpoint the problem, actually find the location of the fault and take care of it. Unfortunately, on this one, I don't know what the shop did. I think they're just going to cut that wire at the actually at the PCM and then run a new wire to one of the coil powers. You know, hey, it's a way of doing it. It's the same circuit, so you're not going to overload it. I believe looking at the comments here, I think it was somebody had recommended, it was Christopher had recommended make sure you use a light jumper wire so that you don't do any damage to the circuits. That's a good comment. I can't complain about that. Or guys, you can use a fuse jumper wire as well. If you use a fuse jumper, you won't have any problems. You know, put a 2 amp or 5 amp fuse or something low in there, and you won't have any issues. That's all good recommendations for sure. Let's see here. What else? I think we had a couple other comments. Somebody had recommended somewhere in the comments that we all share or, you know, put up there how old we are. I wouldn't mind knowing how old you are and, you know, what's your background. Are you a DIYer, do-it-yourselfer, or are you a technician at a shop? That's pretty cool. I'd like to know. You know, also Christopher had mentioned a lot of stuff about checking the suspension. I think this was on that Jeep where the odometer was flashing again. He was saying make sure you check the suspension and all that stuff. And I agree. Being mobile, you know, there's certain things that just aren't my job. If they call me out for a software thing, that's what I'm going out there for. I'm not really worried about the suspension. Now, it's important for me to note that it's their job to check all these things and not leave anything hanging. Let's see. 8 Power Zero didn't comment for a while. Good to hear from you. I hope you're doing good. I'm just going to scroll through here real quick and see if anybody else has anything important. There's a lot of people asking some bigger questions. I don't have time to go into that, but so guys, that's looks like a lot of our questions there. Let's see. Somebody had another comment I saw somewhere. This person said, "Thanks for the awesome thought process, guys." It's just a problem-solving thought process. Anybody's capable of doing it. I think Eric O always says, if I can do it, you can. That's a fact. You can teach yourself and train yourself to be a great diagnostic technician. There's no question about it. I'm still working every day to get better at what I do, and I still learn things, and I still skip things. I still skip obvious things that are like, man, why didn't I check that first? So, guys, you all can do that. So, that being said, let's take a look. I want to show you something on the bench. This is something the premium member group that we had went over last week. But I just want to show you guys something I'm kind of doing. So I'll take you over there. Now I'm working on some other projects for mass airflow sensors and stuff like that, and this is actually a cheap mass airflow sensor bought off of Amazon. This is for a Nissan. I'm trying to work on, I guess you could say, reverse engineering it so I can get it to work. I have not got it set up properly to be able to get the signal I want out of it. But I did want to show you something. This is more of a GM mass airflow sensor. Guys, guess how I got this mass airflow sensor? Well, I misdiagnosed something, so now it's mine. This was a couple of years ago. It's a AutoZone one, so it wasn't too expensive, but whatever. It's a DL3018 is the part number there. Fits a multitude of General Motors products. So when I'm looking at something and I want to, get it set up on a bench to work, I got to look at how is it wired into the computer. And this is our mass airflow sensor right here. And I'm not too worried about the temperature side of it, but we know that terminal C has battery positive all the time, or should I say key on engine running, key on engine off. We should have our powertrain relay powering up this terminal C. We have a ground. Terminal B is a ground, so that's ground all the time, and then terminal A is just a signal. So this terminal A is our sense circuit, right? So that's depending on how the computer works, there's some sort of sense here, and you see a resistor here. So I kind of wanted to set this up similar to what's going on. That's a resistor to ground, so this has to be some sort of power that this sensor can pull down. I have this set up on a bench. We do have a 5-volt reference, and we have a 12-volt reference. 5 volts are yellow signal. Yellow goes down, and that is going into terminal A of our mass airflow sensor. And just so you know, to figure that out, we checked out terminal A was like this. So I got that. That's our 5 volts. Now I am running this through a 10,000 ohm resistor to limit the current flow. I don't want to have a lot of current flowing here. And then we have our battery positive coming down here, and we have a ground there. I do have a scope lead hooked up to our ground, and we are on the signal wire with our scope. And this is the pattern that we get with our oscilloscope. You can see you've got a nice square wave. Now I'm standing, I'm going to try and give you a little bit of reference here. I'm standing back here, and I'm going to zoom in on this scope, and I'm just going to wave my hand. Actually, I'm going to go down. I'm going to wave my hand right in front of this mass airflow sensor like this. And let me do it again, just like that. And you can see how sensitive the mass airflow sensor is. Let me go ahead and pick this up. And I'm just going to blow on it. You can see that we have a mass airflow sensor working and how sensitive it is. So some people don't understand, or even I was a type of person that I didn't understand how sensitive a mass airflow sensor was. So this is a good demonstration to show you how it works. Just looking here, you can see we're at a 50% duty cycle. It tells us on the scope. So just get an idea that it's 50% of the time it's high, 50% of the time it's low. And even if I blow on this thing and just capture it, you can see we're still 50% high, 50% low. 49.48, pretty close for our game here. So I just want to share that with you guys. The reason I'm showing this is part of what I'm working on. I want to do like sensors in general. I'm working on adding this all to the membership site, and it's going to take some time, but we're going to be going over all the different types of sensors. And of course, these are hot wire mass airflow sensors here, but two different styles. This is a one that puts out a frequency, and the Nissan one here, this is off like a 07 Sentra, puts out a voltage. So I got to figure out how to get that wired up properly and reverse engineer it. I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do let me know. I appreciate everybody's support, and be sure to check out handsonautotraining.com under the courses. You can sign up there. It's $10 a month for the core membership. I think you're getting quite a bit of information there. Let me know what you guys think. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.